Hello YouTube, it's me John Avenger once again, and welcome to my first review of the month of November 2024. This is November to Remember. Yeah, that's my theme for this month. I'm doing a bunch of random movie reviews and shows. I'm going to review Agatha possibly next week. This is a movie from 2020, yes, the worst year ever. An American monster adventure film directed by Michael Matthews, with Sean Levy, who directed the biggest hit of the summer this year, live action, the Deadpool Wolverine movie, and Dan Cohen serving as producers. It stars Dylan O'Brien, Jessica Henwick, Barely, Dan Ewing, and Michael Rooker. Love and Monsters. This is a pretty decent movie. I didn't hate the movie. I definitely didn't love the film like a lot of critics did, but it has its merits. It's a well shot, mostly well acted, fast paced movie. It's about an hour and 42 minutes. There's some filler. The third act is kind of filler, but the rest of it I thought was really good. Dylan O'Brien is a good lead. He carries the movie. He's the lead character, and the film is shot beautifully. He's in these great locations. It looks like The Last of Us, just without the mushroom people. There's a lot of alien bugs here, giant monster bugs, crabs. There's a giant snail. There's a lot of things in the movie. The effects are fantastic. I think it's some of the best CG of that year, because there was no Marvel movies that year because of the pandemic. That's why this movie flopped. It cost $30 million. That's less than Madam Web, Venom 2 or Venom 3, and the upcoming Kraven the Hunter movie. And it only made $1.1 million because, again, they were supposed to release it in March, and then it got delayed because of the pandemic, and they released it on VOD and in select theaters in October. So it was a box office bomb. And it was developed in 2012. The film's international release was handled by Netflix, which released the film on services April 2021. The film generally got positive reviews from critics and was nominated for an Oscar for the best visual effects. It deserves it. I think it's really, really top-notch special effects, both practical and CGI. And like I said, it's not perfect. I think Henwick's character is weak. She's not in the film much. Her love story with Dylan O'Brien is just kind of there. I didn't really feel anything. And also, the third act, like I said, the third act is filler. Dylan O'Brien, once he leaves Ariana Greenblatt and, is it Greenblatt or yeah, the girl from the Barbie movie, Ariana Greenblatt, Minnow, and Michael Rooker as Clyde, they're likable characters. But then when they disappear in the third act, you have these other characters I don't care about. You have this Australian dude and this lady with a gun and a bunch of natives on the island. I'm like, yeah, I don't care, guys. Dylan O'Brien, this is his story, not yours. And the dog was cool. I like the dog. It was a real dog, not CGI, and it doesn't die, so that was cool. Boy is the name of the dog. And like I said, it's a fast-paced movie, more or less. It's not boring, except in the third act. I thought the third act was just, weak. But look at this consensus. Led by a charming star turned by Dylan O'Brien, I agree. Love and Monsters peers into the apocalypse and finds an action-adventure with surprising emotional depth. Mostly with him, when he goes through all this just to get to his girl, even though I don't really care about the girl. I like the girl better in Cloverfield. At least that love story had more weight to it. It has a downbeat ending, but it's still better than this. But I like the film. If I found this on Amazon for like $5 used, I would get it. Because I like it for Dylan O'Brien, the first half of the film, the action, the effects, the other likable characters, the side characters that do it. The love wasn't really there. You should have called this, what's his name? Joel and the Monsters. That would have been a much more honest to God title, because it would have been better. You wouldn't have been lying. The love is barely in the movie. There's a bunch of flashbacks. He loses his parents. We've seen this before. Superman, Batman, etc. And even non-comic book movies. We've seen this many times. It's kind of cliche at this point. And I know this was 4 years ago, but still. It's an hour and 49 minutes with the end credits. Without it, it's 142. So if you've never seen this, it's on Paramount Plus. Watch it while you still can, because things on streaming could be there and gone in the next day. So I recommend the movie as a watch, at least to watch it on streaming. It's worth it. I would have not gone to the theater with a mask to watch this, no. To risk life and limb to see a movie like this, I could have waited, and I did. And I'm glad I did, because I'm safe here. Michael Matthews needs more work. I would definitely want this guy to do a Marvel or a DC movie or something in the future, because he's got a really good eye for detail. He's a South African director and producer. He did a good job. And this is a lot better than Chaos Walking. I can easily say that in 65. Thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.